Hello, welcome to Tamahalo, and to day 6 of our spooky season series. The first device we're going to review is the Devilgotchi here. Today was fairly unremarkable. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats real quick. We're on day 5, they're hungry, they aren't very happy. The DP is at 50. That's kind of where I'm hoping to keep things for now on the Devil. So we'll go ahead and try and give them some food. Looks like I need to clean up the screen as well. And then we'll play a game with them. So we didn't anticipate any changes. We don't have any changes on the device. Hopefully tomorrow we get a new form, but it could be the day after that. We'll see. The next device we're going to take a look at is the GigaPets Cryptids. I noticed last night while I was working on editing, I checked on this device and I noticed that I got the prompt to check the trees again. So I think that something happened and the little baby Bigfoot ran away. I think that the day counter restarted, so I think this is technically a new character. Yeah, we're on 2 and we should have been on day 3. So not sure exactly what mistake I made since it wasn't that long after I filmed, and I know when I filmed I did play with it, feed it, do some training, so its stats shouldn't have been that low. But something went wrong, so I'll be watching it a little more carefully from now on. Other than that, no big updates. We'll go ahead and just get some of his stats cleared up. So far, I am definitely still enjoying the device, but I have noticed I'm having a lot of problems with button responsiveness. Okay, so let's take a look at the stats real quick. Score is on 78, discipline is on 50, health is at 99, happiness is at 64. So I definitely need to up that discipline. We're getting to a point where it's going to get too low in a second, so we'll do some more tricks. I did a lot of tricks with the device today, but it does seem like discipline is something that does kind of empty out quickly. So not too much to show there yet. Hopefully we will get to see some new growth on that one soon. The next update I have is for the ForU. We can go ahead and zoom out a bit on that one and move that off there. So I've been really struggling with this device today. I downloaded some new games onto it to make it a little easier to increase its happiness and to work on the amount of money it had so I could buy it better food. And it still dropped its stats. I don't know how many games I had to play with it today just to keep it from crying out. So at this point, I'm not enjoying it enough to justify the amount of effort it's taking me, so I am going to be taking the batteries out of it. I'm not going to be trying to run it any further for this particular series. I'm going to revisit it in the future for myself, but for now I'm going to go ahead and give myself a break from this one. I'm trying to decide what I want to add in its stead. I am definitely considering adding eventually the Tamagotchi Mothra, but there's also a consideration I have to make where I'll be adding the unis soon, and I really want to get the witches going, and frankly that's a lot of pets to be running because the pets in this series aren't even all of the pets I'm running. I do have some others that I run that I'm just not featuring, so there's a lot of debate there. But if there's anything in particular you'd like to see added, do let me know down below. And so our last update today is going to be on the Smart. I am happy to say that this time, when it evolved into its adult form, it evolved into what we wanted. Oh, but she's sick right now because today has been busy, so let's see if we can get her feeling a little bit better. And we will also zoom in a little so you guys can get a better look at the character. So this is the character I was shooting for. We need to get her fed, and now I can feed her anything. It doesn't matter how much of any of it because she is in her adult form, and items and food and stuff will no longer affect her growth because she has no further growth stages. So I think what I'm going to be doing is keeping this character for a little bit, kind of just enjoying it. I do think it's pretty cute. It looks more like a poodle in person than I was expecting, but she's still pretty cute, so I'm going to hold on to her for a while just to keep things a little bit easier for me because the adults are a little bit easier than the kids. But I think perhaps after a couple of days of just hanging out with this one, maybe once I earn its badge, so after a certain amount of time of taking good care of an adult, they give you I think it's a badge, technically. It's essentially a little achievement that you unlock on the device. Once I've earned that with her, I'll probably go ahead and marry her off. And depending on how long that takes, we can decide what character we want to go for next. Maybe we'll get a boy this time and we'll get to see some of the boy characters. So that's what they look like when they're pretty grumpy and you ask them to come to the front of the screen. I like the little attitude face we're seeing there. One thing I do want to do today before we sign off is I wanted to show you what the special game that comes with this TamaSmaCard looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and take us to that area. On this device, if I remember correctly, they kind of treat the mini games more as jobs since you earn money from them. And I haven't played a single mini game yet during this run, so this will be the first time we'll be visiting that area. Okay, it's at the door. Oh, I forgot there's even a park, but we're going to go to Tama Work because that's where the mini games are located. We are going to try a part-time job. So as you can see, we've got something written in English here, but up here we do still have Japanese. All of the TamaSmaCard content is not translated, so that's the name of the game that comes with the TamaSmaCard. And in that game, as you guys are about to see, we are going to be working on casting a spell, if I remember correctly. So I'll go ahead and bring it up. Now, I'm not entirely sure how well I'll be able to capture this, because as it's showing here, I do have to shake the device, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, I'm sure this is fun to watch. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm going to record that one more time. There's what it looks like. When you don't do very well, it calls it great. That's not the ideal performance there, so what I'm going to do is pull the device off the screen so I can shake it a little better, because the little dude wants to look like that muscle builder there. So one of the interesting points of the games on the Tamagotchi Smart is that each TamaSmaCard does re-skin one of the games, so it replaces one of the already existing games and it utilizes the same form of gameplay. So it's not technically a new game because you have to use the same game mechanics, but it's got a different appearance to it with the same kind of tasks. But I don't mind, at least on this one. I think it's pretty cute. The other games that we've got here are Groove, DoorDash, that's basically food delivery and dancing, Tama Pet Salon, that's where you're grooming Tamagotchi pets, and then up here, Barista, that's where you're trying to memorize orders. I guess I could show you guys Barista since that one's kind of more of a gameplay, not so much a shake the device thing. So, banana, 2 scoops of marshmallow, and lollipop. Let's see if I can remember that. Banana, there we go. 2 scoops, that must be that one. And then I need marshmallows, I'm assuming that's that. And then, uh-oh. I have no recollection of this. Crud. Ah, see, it was a lollipop. But I got most of the way there. Like she's saying, not exactly. So, we'll at least get some money. It calls it great, but I'm not sure if the customer would think that was very great. But, those are today's updates. Thanks for joining. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. Consider subscribing for more updates as we go along. I hope you're enjoying your spooky season.